All right, here we go, guys. Let's just see. And again, remember these, if you had problems, I'm totally okay with that. All right. These are directly off of SAT and ACT that are given when you take 10th and 11th grade, let's say. All right. You're trying to get into colleges. All right. So these were taken directly off those. All right. So let's see how you did. Now, if we need to discuss something, I don't mind. All right. So everybody take a look at number one. All right. Now, again, I thought you would be able to tell me this one. All right. Does everybody have their paper out? All right. What do we get for number one? Tell me. I have an E so far. Anybody else? D so far. What'd you get? D. Anybody else? D also. So again, let's just double check just to make sure, right? Does everybody agree? We're trying to find, and I'm trying to blow it up so you can see, we're trying to find from this distance to this distance right there. Does everybody agree? Everybody okay with that? Tuck your shirt in. All right, so that means it's just 11 5/8. And then what I did was I just said, I need to get rid of the other two pieces, right? So it's minus 2 1/16 minus 4 3/4. Now I know some of you did what? You might have done 11 5/8 minus 2 1/16 plus 4 3/4. Those are two ways to do it. All right. So will you double check that to see? All right. Everybody use your calculator, double check. All right, just for extra practice. And what are we double checking to? So it looks like B. No, no, that's what I'm saying. Just double check. I'm sure you may have even just circled E by accident because, all right, that's a common mistake. But everybody look at that and make sure you're good. Yes, sir.
I got 5 and 148. Yeah.
But again, that's what I'm saying. You have to double check your calculator, clear your calculator again and do it over and say 11 5/8 minus 2 1/16 minus 4 3/4. Thank you. Did you get it, Wilson?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're at 4 and 13.
Yeah, 4 13/16.
I don't make mistakes. That's my answer that I don't.
Wilson, are you okay with that now or not? Shh.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, here we go. Let's go to the next one. All right. So Mackenzie, what did you get for this?
So on the calculator, I got -2, but there was no -2, so I put 2.
All right, so we're gonna practice. Let's do that on the calculator real quick. So you ready? So your calculator, you'd be telling it to do 8 times 1/2 minus 3. You have to do that first. And then you have to do what? Divide it by 1/2. You with me on that? Or you could put parentheses here.
So you get the answer to.
Yeah, because remember, the whole numerator has to be done first. You with me? That's why I'm saying that's a good problem. So I want everybody double checking that and making sure everybody ended up with 2. All right, that was the correct answer. Now, again, that's a common problem because if kids don't know how to use the calculator, they do what? They just make a mistake. You with me? So verify. All right. Anybody have any questions with number 2? Anybody have any questions with number 2? All right, now number 3 is strictly, can you use your calculator properly, right? Because there's parentheses here. All right. So what'd you get?
For number 3,
Yes.
I got K.
K. Anybody else?
I got J. I got K.
K. I got a J.
I don't make mistakes.
Anybody else? What'd you get, Aiden?
I got J as well.
Jay, yes, Jay, what did you get? Uh-oh, K again. All right, so listen. Yeah, okay, so man, we're really close here, guys. So let's do it again. Everybody type in the calculator. 2/3 minus 5/6 times, open parentheses, 2/5 plus 1/10, close parentheses, and then hit equals. Are we back to J's now? Are we on J's now? Austin, what did you get?
I got J was engine.
Now, again, all we're just double checking is whether or not you know how to use the calculator, right? That's just plugging it in. Anybody have any issues now for 3? All right, let me get rid of this. All right, now number 4, I kind of liked number 4. This is a little bit tricky. Aiden, what did you get? So far I have an H. What did you get? K, K. We got lots of Ks. All right, so let's see what happened here. 1/4 of an inch is equal to 16 miles. All right. So really, does everybody understand? We're just trying to figure out how many 1/4 inches is in 2 3/4, right? So we could have done 2 3/4 divided by 1/4. So everybody do that and tell me what that is, even though I think it's 11. Is that right? 11. All right, that means there are 11 1/4 inches. And now each 1/4 inch is worth what? 16. So that's why it was 11 times 16. All right, I'm with you on that. Yes. No, the answer is 176. What?
I don't know why I did this, but I did 204 times 16 times 4 and I got the answer.
Well, what I can tell you is this, that if a 1/4 inch is worth 16, if you multiply that by 4, that means that 1 inch is equal to 64 miles. That's why that works.
Oh, okay.
And then 64 times 2 3/4. Now, again, this is important. Listen, Wilson, I feel like you're not with me all the time. All right, there's good. No. I just feel like you two are clowning around a little bit, and there's going to be trouble in a minute. All right, I mean it. Go.
To be honest, I didn't write down how I got it. So can you like repeat it?
Yeah. So there's 2 ways, right? So every 1/4 inch represents 16 miles. Do you agree with that? So I want to know how many 1/4 inches are in 2 3/4. So I just did 2 3/4 divided by 1/4. So do that on your calculator for me, and I'll explain that. So that means there are 11 1/4 inches. Do you agree with that? So each 1/4 inch represents 16 miles. So then I did 11 times 16. You with me on that? You can set it up as a proportion too. Lots of ways. What? You good? All right. Now let's take a look at question number 5. Each car represents how many thousands? It represents 10,000, right? So it says the graph below shows the number of cars assembled last year in 4 cities. To the nearest 5,000, according to the graph, what fraction of the cars assembled in all 4 cities were assembled in Coupeville? Coupeville has how many cars right here? How much? 25,000. I'm okay with that. Now, altogether, there was how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 2 halves makes what?
105,000. No,
you got that wrong.
No, what I'm saying is there are how many cars?
112,000?
I'm,
How much car?
no, in other words, how many full cars are here?
10. 124.
Why are you saying 120? I'm asking you how many cars and you told me there's 120,000.
Oh, you meant like real
Come on, how many cars are drawn? That's what I'm asking. 10. So if each car represents 10,000, that means that represents how many hundreds of thousands or how many thousands? If there's 10 cars and each car represents 10,000, 100,000. So it's 25,000 out of 100,000. So now everybody take your calculator and do 25,000 divided by 100,000. And tell me what decimal that is. 0.25. And then if you didn't know what fraction 0.25 is, you can use your calculator to do that. But we know that 0.25 is the same as what? 1/4. Everybody okay with that? Yes.
I accidentally saw that, I didn't see like the key part, so I thought that it was like each equals one car.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was just getting ready to say. You don't need to do that conversion. You can just simply say Coopville has 2.5 and there are 10 altogether. So everybody do 2.5 divided by 10. And it's the same answer. All right, 0.25. All right, is everybody good with that? All right, hopefully you had that one correct. All right, now let's go to number 6. All right, let's hear it. Mr. Ward, what did you think? E. Anybody else? Aiden? E. All right, I don't want to go over it. If we all got E's, then I'm happy to move on. Max, how are you doing today? Did you get that one?
Yeah.
All right, so we're on E. All right, Aiden. Mind your own business. Yes, ma'am. You have a question? All right, let's take a look at number 7. Now, this is something you guys, some people are asking me, and I just feel like you just had to list them out, correct? Right? The multiples of 20. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Then I started again, right? And then it was 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, and 300. So those were the numbers, correct? So then I just said, to which one of those are multiples of 15? Now remember, a multiple just means it can be divided by 15 evenly. Is everybody okay with that? So how many are there, Wilson? No, but let's say, does 20 divide by 5 evenly?
No.
No. Does 40?
No.
Does 60?
Don't they all divide by 5?
No, 15.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
60 does. So that means any multiple of 60.
So like 120.
Yeah, 60, 120, 180, 240, and 300. All right, those are the things we're looking for. Not 20, not 40. And if you weren't sure, you can cross out 80 and 100 and 200 because you just divide those out. Everybody agree with that? So altogether there was what? How many was there altogether? 5 out of how many?
15.
5 out of 15.
But that's not one of the choices. Oh, yeah, it's the 1/5.
It's the one what?
1/5 because it reduces.
What does it reduce to again?
Oh, sorry. Whoops.
Whoops, what? What is it?
Oh, 1/3.
Yeah, 1/3. It's not a big deal. All right, it's not a big deal. 1/3. All right, anybody have any issues with that? What?
Oh, no, I just thought I had an issue. But I don't.
All right, now number 8. That's been on our test before. What was it?
Minus.
Yeah, it's definitely minus. All right, now the reason we know it's not divide or multiply is because that becomes a negative answer.
Yeah.
Right?
Same average.
Average, you would add them and divide by 2. All right, so average is not a negative. All right, but when you divide by 2, it makes it smaller. So it's not the average. All right, now why is minus better?
Because it turns into a plus.
Right, so minus becomes plus. That's exactly correct. All right, that was good. Very good. All right, let's check out number 9. Now, this one was the hard one. Max, what are you thinking about number 9?
I am number 9.
And if you're not sure, I don't mind. All right, I don't mind you telling me I'm not sure about that.
I'm not sure about this one.
Okay, Sophia,
I got G.
I got a G so far.
I got J.
J,
I got
I
J.
also got J.
J,
I got J.
J.
I got H.
Good for you, buddy. Tell me,
I got H. I got
H,
J.
J, and what? G, good. All right. So now let's see what it says. A container is 1/8 full of water. Now, what I want everybody to do is I want everybody to draw 1/8. All right. So what I'm going to do right off the bat is I'm going to draw something that is 1/8. So I filled it up and I eyeballed that and I said that represents 1/8. I want everybody to do that. Now I'm going to dump some water in. And then it's going to be how much full?
3/4.
3/4. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw this. So it looks like it's 3/4. So now it's 3/4 full. Does everybody agree with that? So what is the volume of the entire thing? All right, now right now, what I'm trying to get you to understand is this represents 10 cups. All right, you filled it up for 10 cups. So how do I calculate how much volume? How do I, Wilson, you want to try?
I mean, I'll try.
Tell me what to do.
So you would divide, so you divide, if it goes up, it turns into 6/8, so 5/8 is added.
Wow. Okay, hold up. That is brilliant. That is brilliant. Look what he said here. So 3/4, that was very good. All right, let me just get with you on that. All right, so it's 3/4 full. So he noticed if I get a common denominator, that's going to be 6/8, which means really I added what?
5/8.
I added 5/8.
So 10 divided by 5/8.
And 5/8 of the container, and watch what I'm doing, is equal to 10 cups. Now look at that, that's important. 5/8 of the container equals 10 cups. Now everybody should be able to see that. That's really, really smart. Anybody see that? Anybody having trouble? Now I'm interested in one container, right? Right now I have how much? 5/8. Does everybody agree? So if I divide by 5/8, that will give me one container. And one container is equal to how much? Yes, 10 divided by 5/8.
16.
You are 100% correct. 16. All right, that was really good. Really, really good. Yes.
I'm kind of confused by how I got so confused, but like I guess and then for some reason I did 2 times 8 = 16 and I got the right answer, but like I don't understand how I got to that.
I don't know either.
And then like how could you do like 10 divided by 5 equals 2 2, and then 2 times equals 16.
10 divided by
Like, 'cause
5.
I did 10 divided by 2, and then 2
But
times.
why are we dividing 10 by 5?
I really do not know what I'm thinking there, but I got the right answer. So.
Yeah, I don't know either. All right. So here we go. But again, number 9, that's a really good explanation. What I was gonna say exactly what you said. You just subtracted those two, and that'll tell you how much, what fraction of the tank represented 10 cups. That's really good. Okay, now I feel like we did some recipes, so I feel like this everyone should be pretty good at. Lila, why don't you tell me, what did you think here?
I got D.
I have a D so far. Aiden? D. Jake? Wow, okay. What, is this right?
Duck.
Is anybody have any problems with it being D? Anybody want me to show you? Okay, because it's just 3 times as much. All right. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. That was good, guys. All right, what number is halfway between 2/5 and 8/7?
I got E 27/36.
Anybody else? Wilson,
I got D.
Yeah.
I got an E and I got a D. Mackenzie, D. D. Aiden,
I was
confused? Okay, what do you think? D. Now, look, what I want you to think about is here's 2/5 and here's 8/7. Whenever I want to find something exactly in the middle, it's just the average. All right, now how do I do the average? Take your calculator out, add them up. 2/5 plus 8/7. Right, do that. 2/5 plus 8/7,
1 and 19, 35.
and then divided by 2. What is it? 27 over 35.
40 minus 13 equals 27, and 14 or whatever is plus 13 equals 27. Well, I don't know, so that's what I didn't do this.
Well, I'm just trying to tell you right now to find the average. That's why I asked you to do it on your calculator. You add them up. Now, before you hit divided by 2, remember you have to hit the equal button. Did everybody do that? 2/5 plus 8/7, then hit the equal button, then divided by 2. Anytime you want to find something exactly in the middle, it's called the midpoint. All right, just adding them up and dividing by 2. All right, let's talk about number 12. Hold on a second. Now, this one I thought was interesting.
Yeah, I get confusing. I didn't know. It hurt my head.
That one hurt your head.
But for like 10.
10 minutes.
I know, I could look at the numbers. I just like to-
Curtis, what'd you think? A, good. All right. Mackenzie, C, good. Maggie,
Oh, I circled it.
circle, you weren't sure, that's okay. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't.
I just want an answer. A, B, C, D,
Guess I put D.
D,
I'm sure I did not B.
B, yes. A,
I guess in
E. Wow, we got them all now.
I was confused.
Okay, confuzzled. All right, thank you for that information. Lila,
I got. Wait, what was I?
C, good. And, yeah, it was hard. Yeah, it was hard. What did you get? Shh, no, stop. Nor, or Sophia, what'd you get? C. Okay, what I want everybody to do right now is we went halfway between B and D. So I want everybody to draw a line to B and D. So I'm going to draw a line from B to D. I'm going to make mine a little bit thicker so we can see it. And I'm going to put a water fountain, I believe is what they said, right? Halfway between. All right. So now I want everybody to draw the water fountain about halfway. So there's my water fountain. It's going to go halfway. Now, from point A, is it 3.5 blocks east of A? Does everybody agree? 3.5? Now, keep in mind, if I draw this down this way, this length is 7. Do you agree with that? So it's got to be more than what? 7. It's got to be more than 7 east. So it can't be A or B or C.
It's gotta be E.
Now, the question is, if I'm right here, I want to know how far up I went. How much?
It looks like 6 or.
Well, my answers are either 4.5 or 7.5.
Oh, 4. I got 4.
Yeah, it has to be 4.5 because 7.5 would be too far. All right. So believe it or not, the correct answer was D.
No.
Shh, 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 shh. Nor you guys. Hey, no one cares.
Oh.
All right. We're not what?
No, I got that.
It does. Like I said, I'm not concerned. We're just practicing. All right. We're just practicing. All right. Now, yeah, 13. I thought everybody should get that, right? Anybody? E, thank you.
E. As in unity.
All right. Yeah, because 45 plus 4, 49.
E as in street.
All right, anybody have any issues? That was good. That was kind of easy. All right. Uh-oh. Yeah, 14. Did everybody give 14 a try? Curtis, what did you get? G? I'm good with that.
I got 2. I got 2.
Listen, enough now. Hey, I appreciate your enthusiasm enough. Stop playing around now.
I got 2.
Say it. G.
I got 2.
G. All right. So now let's look at this real quick. 120 students. 1/3 of the students are taking literature. So everybody calculate how many people are taking literature right now. 40, right? So we just did 1/3 times 120. So 40 are taking literature. So how many are not taking literature?
80.
80 are not taking literature. 80 are not. And then it says of those not taking literature, 1/4 are taking composition. So that's where we came up with G. I'm really happy. If you knew that was G, that's a good pat on the back for you. All right. All right, next, 15. All right, Lila, tell me. What do you, I got a B so far. B, B. Anybody have any issues with this? B, everybody's happy, B? Right, they started with 5 gallons, right? So we just, kind of like the one we did earlier, we just did 5 minus 1/2 minus 1 3/4. Everybody okay with that? All right, let's talk about 16. Yeah, this one was kind of sneaky. Do you have any thoughts about this one? What did you think?
I got
E, E, E. Yeah, because why? Because these are squares, so that means they all have to be the same. So if I count this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This distance right here is missing 1 block. So that would be what? 7/8. And this up here would be 5, 6. Right? Yes, sir.
I thought you always count the 10 on the line, like 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, that's your mistake. No, because remember, this isn't 1. You start at 0 and you count to here as 1. Yes, Maggie.
I don't get how you got it.
Oh, okay. So what I did was I'm literally counting down from here to here. How far down did I go?
You're down 6.
Yeah. So if I went down 6, I cut off one of them. Do you agree?
Oh, it's 5 out of 6.
There you go. There you go. How's that?
Okay.
Better? Okay. That's kind of similar to the one we did earlier. All right. Jacob, you've been kind of quiet. What are you thinking on 17, bud?
I'm not too sure about that, but I got E. I'm
E.
not too sure.
What did you get? What?
E.
E?
E.
Yeah, because it's kind of the same way. A ½ inch represents 10 miles. So if you have 4.5 inches, how many ½ inches do you have? Yeah, so do 4.5 divided by 1/2. And that should tell you there's 9, right? So there's 9 ½ inches. All right, so then it was just 9 times 10. All right, so I'm pretty happy with that. Everybody okay with that? All right. Yeah, that's kind of similar.
Yeah. 18.
What did you get then?
A.
A? Anybody else get A? A? You good with that?
Hey, you just change your answer.
All right. So the answer is A. All right, flip the page. Couple more to go for today.
I didn't get that far.
You didn't get that far?
I didn't get to 19 or 20.
Somebody want me, let me give you 5 minutes. We got some time.
I
All right.
listened to my- now I do.
So do, everybody just quickly do 19 and 20. Just do, and then that'll give me time to put in something for you. All right.